Hi guys, so this video is a review. You have a quiz on Tuesday, so let's get to it. Let's go over our steps for solving an equation. Our steps for solving are to distribute if and when you see parentheses, make your groupings using inverse operations, cross the line, change the sign. So we group our variables or our letters on the left, and our numbers are on the right. Write your simplified equation. And then our last step is to divide. All right. All right, let's do example number 1. So I have no parentheses, so I do not need to distribute. So I'm going to do my variables on the left, numbers on the right. So what variables do I see? I see my first variable is a negative 2x. It is on this side, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring that down. My next is a number. I am going to cross the line, so it's going to go from a positive to a negative. And then 15, it is on the same side, so it stays the same. All right, so then what do I do with that? I go ahead and I'm going to combine my terms. So when I combine, I get negative 2x and positive 8. All right, so we have done steps 1, 2, and 3. Our last step is to divide. I'm going to divide out my coefficient. That is the number in front of the x. I cancel, I get x equals, and then on this side I just do 8 divided by negative 2, and that gets me negative 4. All right, then I did it again, and we're going to do it again, but now our equation is a little bit bigger, but our process is still the same. All right, so same thing, variables and then numbers. So my first term that I see is a number, that is a 16. All right, but before I even do that, I'm sorry, let's rewind a minute. Let's go ahead and write my equation lined up with my equal sign. Remember, this means equals, this dotted line. So on the left side of the equals, I have 16 minus 2x minus 5x, and on my right side, I have positive 9. Okay, I just need to do that because I don't want to get confused. And then this is my letter side or my variables. And this is my constant or my number side. Okay, so now my first term that I see is a 16. That is crossing the line. So it's going to become a negative 16. Next term I see is a negative 2x. I'm just going to bring that down on my letter side. And same with the negative 5. Lastly, I have a 9 that stays on this side, so it stays the same. Okay, we go ahead and we combine our terms. That gets me negative 7x, and this side gets me negative 7. Lastly, we divide. And in this instant, we cross out and we get x equals positive 1. All right, one other thing that isn't on this worksheet, but I want us to do because this is on your quiz, is a check. So let's go ahead and do our check for this second example. All right, so I'm going to write my original. Now I'm going to write it one more time, but wherever my x is, I'm going to go ahead and put parentheses. And I'm going to plug in my answer for x, which was 1. Okay, so let's simplify. I get 16. 2 times 1 is 2. 5 times 1 is 5. And then I keep simplifying. So I get 16 minus 2 is 14 minus 5, which is 9, and that is equal to 9. So that means I am correct. All right, just as a quick recap, if you just see x, that is the same thing as 1x, and negative x is the same thing as negative 1x. All right, you are having a quiz tomorrow, so please make sure to review your steps and try any extra examples. As always, if you have any questions, type them in at the end of the video.